I can't believe that this is actually happening again. And the fact that like I'm putting it out on public is crazy to me. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to our channel. Today's video is a little bit different, as you guys read from the title. To be honest with you, like I don't even know how to start this video or where to go with this video. I just know that you guys deserve to know because you guys have been with us for 4 years already, okay? 4 years is a long time. Like I could have had a baby and had like a whole 3-year-old. Like 4 years is a long time. And at this point, you guys are like our family. So I feel like just like our family and our friends, you guys deserve to know too what happened, why it happened, and what's going on. So before we jump into this vlog, or it's not even a vlog, it's just like a story time, I guess, of what happened. So before we jump into it, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, turn your post notification bell on so you don't miss any videos that we post. Also, I do look a mess because this is like yesterday's hair, whatever, so just excuse me. I'm literally sitting on my bedroom floor recording for you guys right now. I have so much going on. If you guys haven't seen the last video, we are currently in the process of moving. I have like boxes everywhere, like all of our stuff is packed. We were supposed to be moving today, but they're painting the house, so we have to wait like another 4 days. We're gonna be, you know, moving after they get done painting or whatever. They're actually gonna move our stuff for us. So that's super exciting. But what I wanted to make this video for was to tell you guys that me and Edward decided to separate and get a divorce. And when I say get a divorce, I'm only saying that because like nobody knows what goes on in real life, right? You guys only see what we want to show you guys. And me and Edward, we've been together for 19 years, which is a super long time. We were like babies when we got together. Literally, we were like 14 and 13. And we've been together this whole time up until I think when I was 24, we took a 6-month break. During that 6-month break, we started seeing other people, and then we had got back together, right? I don't even remember how we ended up back together, but we did. We ended up back together. You know, love is love. If you love it and it's for you, it'll come back to you, right? And that's kind of what happened when we were 24. But the reason we separated when we were 24 was because we never seen eye to eye. It was always like, I see something different, he sees something different. At the end of the day, neither of us are wrong. Like, we both have valid points, but we just didn't see the same thing. So that was part of our reason why we separated in 2024. Or I'm sorry, 2014, not 24. Oh my God, I just realized it's like a whole 10 years later. That's actually crazy. But yeah, in 2014, that's why we separated, was because we just couldn't see eye to eye. And we did end up back together because at that time, I think we were together for 8 years or 9 years. I don't remember, but we were together for that. And we wanted to make it work. We had Analeigha, we had Viviana. I think Viviana was like 2 at the time. And it was really hard on the kids when we separated, on the girls, because Benny wasn't here yet. So whatever, we got back together, right? By the grace of God, we worked out for a couple years, and then we started to not see eye to eye again, right? But by then I was pregnant. I had Benny at the time. So now we have 3 kids we had to worry about, and the breakup was already hard on the first 2 kids. I didn't want to leave, for 1, because of the kids. For 2, I didn't want to leave because I didn't want to give up on my relationship like that, right? We were not married at the time. So like this whole time we were not married up until 2017. 2017, I think I was like 28 maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me on the ages and dates, you guys. But in 2017, we ended up getting married because we were like, oh, like, you know, we've already broke up. We got back together. Even though we fight, we're not going to go nowhere, right? Our relationship was so unhealthy. Like I said, you guys only seen what we put on camera. But like off camera, like I feel like our household was just so unhealthy. Like the kids' friends would come over and be like, I did not know your parents like argue like that. Like it just wasn't healthy at all, okay? And before you guys come at me and you guys are like, oh, you guys put something on social media. No, it's not that we portrayed ourselves to be somebody different. It's just the fact that nobody needs to know our business. You know what I mean? Like we pick and choose what we want to put on social media. So we obviously put the happy times on social media. There was times where we would like argue on camera and things like that, and I would put that out there, but it wasn't often, okay? So you really had to keep an eye on it. You really had to catch it to know. So we ended up getting married in 2017, and then it was so bad we got a divorce in 2020. We were only married for 2 years. Or no, was that 2 years? 3 years. We were only married for 3 years. The divorce was so messy, you guys. Like, I had to get a lawyer. I don't think he got a lawyer, but it was like super messy. Like at that point we were done. Like I was leaving. I wasn't going back, right? By the grace of God, I ended up back and we try to work things out again. And by this time, we're together for like 14, 15 years, something like that, okay? So like a big part of me is like, I don't want to let all this time go to waste. Like I didn't waste all this time with one person and it not work out. And again, you guys, I want to clarify that it's not something that he did and it's not something that I did. It's just that we got together when we were so young and we grew apart to where we both wanted two different things in life. So like I didn't see where he was coming from and he never seen where I was coming from. Does that make any sense? We get back together and nothing's changed, you guys. It changed for a little bit, but then it just went back to our old ways. Toxic family household. We were arguing all the time. Like we'd be out in public. And there was like a couple times where well, I'm a huge like crybaby. Like I am so sensitive, you guys. There's been times where like he'll just say like the wrong thing to me and like we'll be in public and like we had already gotten into an argument like hours before that and like I'll just start bawling in public and like it just got to a point where like anything I would say would make him mad. Again, it's not just him, it's not just like it was both of us. Like we just didn't see eye to eye, right? So it wasn't until last year I got to a point where I was like, you know what, like I don't want to do this anymore. Like I'm just done. Like I don't want to keep trying because we're not gonna change. We're still gonna be in this cycle and I don't want to live the rest of my life like this, right? Like I love you, I freaking love you, but I don't want to live any longer like this. Like, that's just what I don't want to do this. So then he was more so like, we can fix it. We fix it any other time. We can fix it. I love you. Like, we got this. But I'm like, no, like, we don't got this. Like, me as a mom, me as a woman, if I don't end it, it's not going to end. And I need to end it because I don't want to do this anymore. Not that I didn't want to do it anymore, but like I didn't want to be that way anymore, right? We've literally been together for more than half of our lives. Like it's actually crazy. So anyways, a year ago, that's when I was like, no, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more, whatever, right? You guys know that I invest in real estate. And I told him like, I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to buy a house and me and the kids are moving and you can keep the condo. And he was like, no, I'm moving too. But I don't think he was serious because every time we would get in an argument, he would say that like, oh, I'm moving. But like he would never leave. That was a year ago. And we started sleeping in separate beds. He was sleeping either on the couch or in Benny's room, and then I would sleep in my room. Since then, it's just kind of like, we've been friends. Like we live in the same household. We still do things together with the kids. We still go to the grocery store together. We still cook dinner together. We still do this. But like we're not like physically like attracted to each other. We don't kiss, we don't touch each other, we don't do anything that comes with a relationship. We didn't do it, right? And I know you guys are probably thinking like, yeah, right. No, like I'm so serious, like we didn't. So a year ago, that's when we decided to mutually split. Okay, we both decided this isn't it. In a year, I'm buying a house and we need to go our separate ways. Like that's what we need to do. Now, fast forward, the year's up and I held through on my end of the bargain. Like I went out and I bought a house and I'm like, okay, you know, we need to move on with our lives. What are we gonna do? And he was like seriously, like this is what you're doing? And I was like, well, yeah, it's been like a year, you know, like I told you, like, and he was more so like, I guess I don't know if he thought like I was serious this time because we've been doing this for 19 years, right? Like I was so serious. Like I was telling him, you know, this is how I feel and nothing's changing. And if it don't change, I'm leaving, and nothing changed. So I was like seriously leaving. And it came down to a point where even though we mutually decided we were going to separate, it wasn't easy to separate. So when he did move out 2 months ago, he was kind of upset. We still didn't get along because of it. And it kind of hurt because like he's been my friend for this long. And the fact that he just like moved out and we didn't talk kind of like bothered me. But then again, like it's my fault because I stood on business this time. So like I couldn't really say anything. I don't know, you guys. It was a lot. It was really hard. But I'm here to tell you guys that finally get back along and we co-parent and we're doing really good at it, and I hope it stays this way. I don't think that we'll ever see eye to eye, and that's okay. I will never not love him, and I know he will never not love me. So as you guys can see, we have been packing by ourselves, we've been moving by ourselves, we've been buying new houses by ourselves, we've been doing everything by ourselves. And at first it was kind of hard, like I had to adjust, but now it's getting easier. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Just me and the kids from now on. And I mean, hopefully we can co-parent enough to where we can go places together and like you guys might see him in vlogs again. But until then, I don't know, guys. I don't know what the future holds for me. I really don't. But whatever it is, I know that God has a plan for me, and I know that God has a plan for him. And I'm super excited for this next journey. I'm super excited for the kids, like their journey. I'm super excited for it all. Before I end this video, I know you guys are wondering about the kids. So it got to a point where when I told you guys like we were so toxic, it got to a point where Analeigha was more so like, you guys just need to be done. Like, you guys just need to separate. Like, I don't even want to do this anymore. I don't want to, you know, be here when you guys are arguing anymore. Like, you guys just need to be done. Like, that's where our relationship got to. And then Vivyanas more so like same thing, like just get over it. Like, don't be together if you guys can't get along. Benny, on the other hand, Benny took it really hard. Benny took it really hard, and he still has hard days. He's more of a daddy's boy, which Benny's Edward's only son, so I'm sure Edward takes it hard too. But as of right now, we have the kids 50-50, and it just works out for us that way. So there you guys have it. I wanted you guys to see it here before you hear it anywhere else. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, stay tuned for the mom and children vlogs, because that's what we're going to be doing, which that's pretty much what we did anyways. So nothing's really going to be changing as far as like YouTube goes, or like any of the other social medias go, because I feel like he was in like videos every once in a while anyways. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn your post notification bell on so you don't miss any videos that we post. And I will see you guys on our next vlog.